You know, I don't particularly myself care to haul a generator and gasoline around and, you know, have the maintenance and everything. And I really love solar. And these solar panels that I've got are working out really great. But what do you do on a day like today? I mean, I've got work to do on the laptop, and there's things we need to keep charged. There's the lights in the trailer and everything, and I've got something that I really like that I want to show you though. Well, Linda and I have been on the road for almost a month now and been having a great time. Frankly though, we've had a lot of rain, a lot of cloudy weather, even got snowed on down here in Arizona. Yep, that happened. But if it wasn't for, with all the rainy days we've had, interspersed with bright sunny days, what's made it bearable for us is that I can still sit down and work at the computer and get some things done. And I wanted to show you what's been making that possible for us. You know, we're just a little cargo trailer. There's one battery. I depend on that battery to run the lights inside the trailer at night and to run one little tiny USB fan that on cold mornings or cold evenings moves the heat down to the floor and back towards the back of the trailer. That's all that battery does. It's just a marine battery, deep cycle battery, 12-volt battery. That's all that is. But that will not even come close to running my power-hungry laptop, so I needed to use something else. A while back, I did a review on this Sunlife 500 here. They call it a 500 because it's got a 500 watt peak. And we've been using the heck out of this thing, and if it wasn't for this, up until now I wouldn't have been able to do any work on my laptop at all. This is only 288 watt hours. This thing is working extremely well. I'm happy I've got it. It's doing great. Now I've got something that's a little better. The unit I'm depending on now is this Bluetti AC50. It's a product of Max Oak, and it's a true 500 watt solar charger. Right now I'm charging up some camera batteries with it. But this is what I'm coming to depend on now, and I want to tell you about this one. Before I get started, I want to let you know that I'm not being paid by them to do this review, but they did send me that to review. And the reason you see so much of this on YouTube is because TV advertising doesn't hit the market that these companies want to hit. They want to send it to people that can actually put these things to use. And by sending it to me, they know that my viewers are the kind that get outdoors and do things. So they know that they're targeting the right audience. And that's why you're seeing so many of these reviews on YouTube. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. If I didn't think that it was something that I could use and something that I could give a good review on, be it positive or negative, then I wouldn't be doing it at all. But this is something that I know I can use and make good use out of. And so far it's working out for me really well. I had fully intended to put another battery in the trailer, and actually I was going to put in two gel cell batteries, one on the outside and another one inside. I don't have room on the tongue to put two out here, but I don't need to do that anymore, and there's reasons to not do it. Like I said, this battery that I've got is plenty to run the minimal lights and stuff in the trailer. The other thing I need it for is for working and charging camera batteries and drone batteries and you know, cell phone and all those things. I don't use a CPAP, but this unit is known to be able to run a CPAP all night, no problems. So there's that to consider. But the thing is, if I put in another battery in the trailer, then I'm limited to working inside that trailer. And down here in the desert, it's hot. I'd rather be sitting out in the shade somewhere, and I'm not about to carry a gel cell battery along with me. This is easy. This weighs about 13 pounds, and I can sit at a picnic table, I can sit out in the grass, I can sit in the car so that the breeze comes through. So it's very portable. Which is another thing, is like if you decide to go into a McDonald's or a Starbucks or something, well, Starbucks usually has plug-ins. Not always, but usually you can get Wi-Fi in there. So if you decide to go into one of those places to do some work or to play around online on your laptop or something, or even if you're just sitting there with your phone and running your battery low, you can carry this in with you and you'll be fine. So it's extremely portable. That's what I like about it. Well, this is real handy for me because my laptop, which I got for video editing, uses a lot of power. And most car chargers, in fact, there isn't a car charger made that I'm aware of that will plug into this Dell laptop. It takes 130 watts, and most car chargers are 95 watts. So I can't charge it out while driving in the car unless I plug it into an AC adapter that plugs into the cigarette lighter in the car. And then I can run AC into here and charge it up. And that's what I've been doing. But this power pack is capable of running it 300 watts continuous, 450 watts peak. And between the battery in the computer and the fact that I can recharge it about 2 or 3 times off of this, or maybe more, about at least 3 times, I think. But it will... it makes it so I can work all day if I have to. Now, wait a minute. Don't get me wrong. I don't like to work all day. But if I have to, now I can. But when I get several rainy days in a row, this is keeping me going. Not to mention charging the cell phone, charging the power pack, charging my shaver batteries, drone batteries, you name it. This is working. This will also run a Dometic refrigerator. So if you've got one of those in your camper or your van, this will also work for that. Now that makes it so that when it comes time to recharge things, everything is staying charged off of this. Then all I got to do is get this hooked up to the solar panel, and the solar panel can be devoted to charging just this unit. Now this will plug in directly to a solar panel. So you don't have to have anything in between. It recommends 120 watts of solar power or more, as long as it doesn't exceed, I forget what. I'm going to let you know in a minute. Like I was saying, it's designed to charge best off of solar because you can hook it directly to the solar panel. It's got the MC4 connectors that hook to your solar panel and then go directly into the power input on the back here. And you can charge directly off the solar panel. And they say that is the most efficient. Next would be the AC adapter that you plug into any 110 volt outlet, and after that would be plugging it into your 12 volt accessory outlet on your car. And the problem with that is it'll only reach about a 40 to 50% charge while driving because it just doesn't come up to the right voltage, enough voltage. If you had a 24 volt car, it would charge it just fine. There is from what I'm reading online, there's a way around that though. Let me show you something. Well, what I read online was that like I mentioned, if you plug it into your car charger, it won't bring it up to full charge. But I use this to plug my laptop in the car because, like I said, it won't charge off a car lighter charger. But if I plug this in, this is 150 watts. My laptop charges just fine, and I plug my laptop into here with its own 110 volt charger that it comes with. My laptop charges beautifully. So what I did read about this was that if you plug this into your car, this is a Walmart item for about 35 bucks, a black web 110 volt, comes with a couple USB ports down here. Plug this into your car and then plug the 110 volted power unit for this Bluetti into this, then it'll take this up to 100% charge. And I don't see why it wouldn't, because this requires 90 watts. This is a 90 watt, and this is putting out 150. So you're good to go. That's a workaround on that one. So it comes with this to plug directly into your solar panel, your MC4 connectors, and this goes into the back of this unit. So it bypasses everything, and all that power from your solar panel goes directly into this. So recharging this from a wall outlet takes about, if it's 90% depleted, it takes about 6 to 7 hours. And recharging it from a 120 watt solar panel, if you got good sun, is 4 to 5 hours, which is really handy if you're out on the road like I am right now. Well, some of the features on it, Up here on top, it has a 10-watt Bluetooth charging station for those of us, or those of you, who have modern phones that will charge wirelessly. You just set it up on top, and it senses your phone is there and starts charging it. It has the 12-volt accessory right here. You can plug a cigarette lighter plug into that, and that's real handy because so many of our things have that kind of a plug on them. It has these DC out. They're 12 volt, 3 amps, and these are listed as being mostly for LED wiring, or I'm sorry, these are mostly for LED lighting, because LED lighting has this kind of a connector on it, generally speaking. So this is to run LED lights. It's handy. It's right there. It has two 110 volt outlets, not just one, but two, and this is pure sine wave. So it's safe to run anything. And from what I read, that pure sine wave is more pure than your house. It's right spot on, about 119.8 volts or something like that. Just right on. Really good. Over here it's got 4 USB plugs. And up here is a PD 45 watt plug right here. That's the USB-C. And that's also handy for charging. It's got all that on it, all on the face. On the back side, it's got the input here for charging, and over here is a light. Bright, slightly dimmer, and the strobe. Actually, it does an SOS. Save our ship. Did it, did it. This is actually really bright. Linda and I had this on in here over the last couple nights. This lights up our little camper real good inside. It weighs about 13 pounds. It's kind of a rubberized finish around the corners here on this lighter gray. It feels really solid, and the handles are solid on it. You can fold them down out of the way. Easy to carry around. Now on this LED panel down here, you can see the state of charge, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100% at the top. When you've got it plugged into your solar panel or your wall outlet or whatever, up here it reads how many watts are coming in. This is the DC down here, and it turns on all the DC functions. You push it down and hold it, and then it would read on the middle one here, it would read how many DC watts are going out. Push it again and hold it to turn it off. Here's the AC down here for these two outlets. Push it and hold it. It comes on, and this down here would read how many AC watts are going out. In AC, like I mentioned, it's good for 300 watts continuous, 450 watts peak. Push it down and hold it, and that goes out. I like this panel. This goes off by itself after a couple of seconds. So that's good. As for a CPAP, like I mentioned, people like this for running a CPAP, and it'll run all night. CPAPs are better if you turn off the humidifier, and if you can turn the pressure down a little bit, they use less current. So if you're camping and you have to use a CPAP, keep that in mind. Now, if something should go wrong, it will show an error code on up in here, and in the there's a troubleshooting part in the manual that it comes with, and it'll, whatever the code is, it'll tell you what it is that's wrong. So far I haven't had any problems with it, but it could be overheated or something like that. Now these are good from freezing up to about from 0 to 40 degrees Celsius, so I suppose that's about freezing up to about 100 degrees or something like that, and you don't want to recharge them when they're hot. Speaking of recharging when it's hot, it's okay to use this while it's charging, but they don't recommend it. They say that will deplete your cycle times, your battery life on it. It's good for about 1,000 plus recharges. That's a lot. That's probably more than I'll use in my lifetime, but it'll do that. However, if you're charging it and you're using it at the same time, it can cause it to get pretty hot inside, and that's hard on those lithium batteries. Just to reiterate, it comes with the USB-C charging cable. It's got the MC4 connector charging cable. And it's got the 110 volt, plug it into your household socket charging unit. Now let me show you the one con. It comes with a carrying case. Mine is kind of an orange, pink, and baby blue. So, but at the same time, when this is inside this, it looks like a schoolgirl's lunch bag, so who's going to steal it? It's actually very well made out of heavy ripstop nylon, so can't complain. And at least it has one. One other thing is that lithium batteries like this, in case you're not aware, you can discharge them all the way down. This one will go 90% down, and it'll automatically stop at 10% because it's got an internal battery management system in there. Now, a wet cell battery like this deep cell battery I've got on this trailer, you can only take those down 50%. This you can take down 90%, and you can use the whole thing and it'll turn itself off. That's pretty handy. All right. This is $499.99 on Amazon right now, and that's with Prime. It's free shipping. However, these people were nice enough that they are offering $100 off of this, and that's through a link listed in the description of the video below this video. Click on that link and it'll take you right to this. Then when you get there, they're offering another $25 off coupon for a total of $125 off. So for what you're getting for $375 for a lithium battery with all this juice, that's not bad. I like it. So why be inside in the hot trailer when I can be out here? I'll take this anytime. That's what this is good for. Anyways, I like it a lot. I'll give it a thumbs up. I can recommend it. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you around.